Accompanied to the ring by Blackout members Primo Robbie Marino and Eddie Kingston, weighing in at a street value of $15 million, hailing from Chocolate City, the Black Jesus, Sabian.
John, in this young man's short career already, he has been a CZW World Tag Team Champion, half responsible for ending the long destructive reign of Nick Gage and Nate Hatred. But can he end the short reign of Lightning Mike Quackenbush, a man that has years of experience over at Sabian, a man that has wrestled all over the world, a man that has held titles all over the world, a man that is quicker than quick, so quick you gotta call him Lightning. Can Sabian do what some are calling the impossible, and that is win the CZW World Junior Heavyweight Championship tonight?
I don't know, Eric. I think the question is, can Mike Quackenbush withstand Chocolate City Thunder? That's it right there, the booty man.
12 years of experience, Lightning Mike Quackenbush, compared to Sabian's 3. That could be a huge factor in this matchup. It is a huge factor.
All right, Eric. Now sit back and listen to Robbie Marino.
The wankster.
He's from Chocolate City too.
Yeah, the suburbs. The affluent suburbs.
He's white chocolate.
Is that any kind of response for the greatest manager of all time?
Eddie Kingston paying homage to Primo.
I suck when you swallow, bitch, so do something. If you can't tell, I'm not in a good mood right now.
He's not in a good mood, John.
And I'll tell you why, because every month we come out here and you people chant shit like, fuck the blackout.
We could very well be looking at the next junior heavyweight champion in Sabian.
Thank God we're not on TV, or he couldn't say that.
And I just don't understand how you could chant something like that when you consider that we have the first Black World Heavyweight Champion in CZW. Thank you, thank you. We had the first Black World Tag Team Champions in CZW. And now we're going to have the next Black Junior Heavyweight Champion in CZW, the Booty Man, the Black Jesus, Sabian. And I just want to say, I just want to say right now,
Gary Coleman, Webster.
How dare these people disrespect
if you people don't
them?
settle down, we're not going to do anything, and you're just going to have to sit and wait. We have all day, so please stop acting like a bunch of animals.
Total disrespect here by these people.
They paid their money. They can say what they want.
Introducing his opponent, standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 191 pounds, and hailing from West Lawn, Pennsylvania, he is your CZW World Junior Heavyweight Champion, Lightning Mike Quackenbush.
As great as this matchup was last month against Emil Satachi, this is a whole different ballgame here, going against one of Combat Zone Wrestling Zone Sabian, not to mention with Robbie Marino and Eddie Kingston at ringside.
Yeah, I think Sabian's going to have to get ghetto real quick up on Lightning Mike Quackenbush.
Well, I'll tell you something, the advantage Sabian usually has in his matches, He's not afraid. He goes in there with a lot of heavyweights, as we saw when he was a tag team champion, which gives him a distinct advantage as being the quickest and the fastest wrestler in the match, but he doesn't have that advantage with Mike Quackenbush. As a matter of fact, I can think of only one advantage that he has, and that is, well, I can think of two. That's Robbie Marino and Eddie Kingston at ringside.
That's what it's all about right there. The junior heavyweight title belt.
Mike Quackenbush is going to learn it's a whole different ball game when you walk around CZW with a championship belt around your waist. You don't get to pick your matches against trainers and your friends and show off out there. You got to get in there with some stiff competition, that being a man like Sabian. And they're not saying blackout, they're saying quack, quack, quack.
That bell rang, Eric, and this match is officially began.
And could you imagine, John, the ramifications if Sabian was to win that championship tonight, going in a best of the best, blackout would have ownership of the World Championship and World Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Well, that's the plan, Eric. Sabian now with that side headlock.
Quackenbush with that wrist lock, top wrist lock, steps on the ankle, the upper ankle, the fibula, surfboard number 1 here. And Quackenbush is not impressed, and Quackenbush is definitely not intimidated by all members of Blackout being at ringside. He's sending a message. Mike Quackenbush has had a lot of great wrestling matches here in Combat Zone Wrestling, that's not a question. But tonight, he's in for a fight.
Quackenbush now trying to wear down Sabian early. Sabian rolls through.
Sabian puts the brakes on as Quackenbush tries to reverse. Quackenbush with the cartwheel. Quackenbush with the reversal into a hammerlock. Notice how he puts his head right on the back of Sabian. That negates any chance of a back elbow from Sabian, and that's a brilliant move that you will see out of a 12-year veteran.
Sabian now gets back up to his feet.
And look at Mike Quackenbush, how he's keeping a distance between him and Sabian.
Sabian now reverses.
Sabian goes back to the headlock. Quackenbush ducks underneath.
Oh, Sabian just hit face first on that canvas.
Here comes the surfboard. Here comes the surfboard right here, extending the legs. You gotta wonder if he's gonna grab him. And he does. In that choke. That dragon sleeper.
Look at Sabian now. Sabian already holding his back.
And Blackout do have their fans here, John.
Quackenbush doesn't have anyone in this corner supporting him, Eric. He's outnumbered in this matchup.
Well, we do know there are some Chikara wrestlers in the building. Quackenbush collar elbow tie-up, gets the advantage. Quackenbush cinches in. Quackenbush has been very consistent working over that arm.
He just whipped him right over with that arm drag.
Oh, here we go, John. And again, this is what I talked about before. Mike Quackenbush not intimidated. He'll turn this into a fight. He'll make this personal, and that's what the Blackout want to do. Sabian monkey flip. Palm strike. Lightning Delta. Lightning Delta, John. Here we go. He's got it hooked.
Oh, he's stretching him.
Sabian was going for a hip toss, it looked like. Sabian now using the ropes to his advantage, takes him over. Quackenbush saying, all right, bring it on. Are you gonna be kidding me? Right on top of the knees. The champion in complete control of this one, John. The champion has without question been the most dominant athlete in this matchup thus far. Sort of a backbreaker. Reversal.
Dropped him right across those ribs. Went for a cover, picked up a 2. Sabian, no offense in this matchup.
And let's not forget, Sabian has some unfinished business left with Sanjay Dutt. He's cost him matches 2 months in a row.
Where's Sanjay Dutt now, Eric? He's in the back licking his wounds, chopped there by Sabian.
Well, that's the thing, you don't know where he is.
Sabian shoots him off. What's going on here? What's the referee doing?
Sabian shoots off Mike Quackenbush, the champion. The champion calling him. Sabian making a young mistake. Quackenbush with a toe beacon hero, and he takes them both out. Flaming Mike Quackenbush.
Took out both Kingston and Marino. Uh-oh.
There's a way to even up the odds.
Quackenbush so fast, Eric. He's so quick and so agile.
And look at the way that Quackenbush retains balance, just the sense of balance that he has. So uncanny. You can't train somebody how to do that.
I mean, Eric, Quackenbush, oh, look at that. Quackenbush missed that clothesline, that roundhouse, and he hit that steel post.
And that could be very pivotal to the result of this matchup if Sabian decides to work over that arm. And he does.
Smart move by Sabian. He needs to follow up. Stay on that left arm, but keep in mind, Eric, Robbie Marino and Eddie Kingston did not provoke Mike Quackenbush.
Oh, you don't think
he
so?
He attacked him on his own, Eric.
Think so,
he will now have to pay a price.
Right. Mike Quackenbush, ironically enough, was a trainer of Eddie Kingston's at one time. So here's a way to repay your trainer.
Yeah.
Big slap in the face.
Tells you what kind of man Quackenbush is.
Tells you what kind of scumbag Kingston is.
Everybody turns on him.
Right. Sabian with a snap mare and continues to work over that arm.
Oh, look at that. Sabian's going to work, man. He's systematically breaking Quackenbush down, Eric.
Looks for a cover. Kick out. And this is just the first of 3 opportunities that we get to see of Blackout tonight, John. Sabian had that armbar cinched in.
Quack slipped right out of it, followed through with a big right hand. Now one to the midsection, goes back upstairs.
And Mike Quackenbush really put himself in a bad predicament when he went for that clothesline and nailed the guardrail, or nailed the post, the pole outside. Pardon me, oh, you gotta be kidding me. A hammerlock / divorce court right there out of Sabian.
He's looking at Sabian like a veteran, stays right on that left arm.
Rolls through, but Quackenbush gets out of that. And the Black Jesus lock. The Black Jesus lock, John.
He's got it cinched in. Quackenbush in a lot of trouble. I mean, Eric, you got to give it to Kingston and Marino. They've been provoked in this matchup, and still they decide to mind their business and stay on the outside.
Did you read the website? Did you hear the things that Marino and Kingston said about Mike Quackenbush? Specifically Marino.
Yeah, sticks and stones may break their bones, Eric. But he didn't go out there and put their hands on him. They're going to let Sabian get the job done.
Just put his hands all over Mike Quackenbush.
Yeah, well, Mike Quackenbush did it first.
Oh, come on. Come on, Remsburg.
I mean, you didn't think he wasn't going to pay a price, did you?
What the hell is going on here? Marino has Remsburg distracted. Sabian and King setting up a chair. Kingston now has an armbar. Remsburg finally drop kick on the chair.
He just drop kicked him right off that steel chair.
Sabian has been dominant since Quackenbush nailed the pole with his arm. What's Marino doing out there? Remember Marino swung that chair at Dahmer last month, took him practically out of the match.
Quackenbush now saw them chairs getting stacked, decided to roll back in that ring, probably his safest bet at this point.
He's a 12-year veteran, John. Don't forget that.
Sabian now dumps him back to the outside. Very dangerous place for Quackenbush to be. This is how they do it in Chocolate City, Eric.
Oh, is that how they do it?
This is how they do it. They will not be played.
First, they got to get off probation. Then they got to get sprung out on bail. They got to put down their 40.
They on house arrest.
Right. They got to cash in those welfare checks.
What you trying to say, Eric?
You know what
you trying to say everyone in Chocolate City on welfare?
In that city they are.
Maybe all the people in Philadelphia.
Especially with Marino's 80-20 split that he probably takes out of blackout.
Although that Quack now trying to fight back.
Don't let the goofy clothes fool you. He's a smart man. His father's a financial analyst, for God's sake.
Oh, who's that?
Marino. How else could they afford that big house in the suburbs and the fancy Lincoln?
Quack just
the suburbs of the Hamptons.
Quack hanging onto that top rope. Goody now shoots him off. Uh-oh.
For a hip toss. Rolls through. And now he's hanging on. There he goes. He's got the Ujigatami.
I'm very impressed here by Sabian, Eric. He's pulling all the tricks out the hat tonight.
What I am very impressed with is that Sabian has consistently worked over one body part. He saw the weakness in Mike Quackenbush, and he's been all over him, John.
Stayed on top of him now. Scoops him up.
He's been all over him like welfare in Chocolate City.
Drives him down to that mat.
Oh, not this. What a mockery. What a mockery. And Quackenbush is not going to get him back. Sabian hit the ropes. The black butt.
Picked up a 2 there. Quackenbush in a lot of pain now.
Sabian has him maybe for a tornado DDT. That's exactly what he's going for here. Not that he's necessarily going to get it. What a wheel slam!
Oh, he just slapped him down. Look at that, springs him up to his feet.
Strike. Oh. And on the good arm. Sabian remembered the bad arm, but he forgot about the good arm.
Yes, Sabian blocked that first palm strike and got caught. He got caught with the second one out of nowhere.
Sabian kicking that arm. Quackenbush, he's still got one good one left. Oh, Quackenbush has him. The Black Tornado Slam rolls over.
Oh, that might be it. Why's it got to be the Black Tornado Slam?
That's what the man calls it.
Huh?
Hangman's neck breaker.
He ain't implying that Sabian black, is he? The Black Tornado Slam. If it was a white guy, what he was saying? It's the white Tornado Slam.
Pretty accurate. It would be a pretty accurate accusation. Springboard swan dive.
Picked up a 2.
And Marino over there, what's he gonna tell him? Duck. Oh, and he goes back to work with the arm. Maybe that's what Marino told him. Go back to work with that arm. That brain buster.
Oh, Sabian now wrapping him up.
Oh, he sure is. A stretch plum. His version of the stretch plum. And Quackenbush in a lot of trouble. His face is starting to turn purple. Some of the fans saying quack. Some of the fans saying tap.
Look at Sabian Smart. He's got that arm right over the mouth of Quackenbush.
And Quackenbush up, reversal. Reverse DDT.
Out of desperation there, Quack hit that reverse DDT. Goes for cover. Just barely able to lay on him.
You get the feeling at this point, John, that this match could go anybody's way.
There goes Quackenbush again. Taking a strike at Eddie Kingston. He ain't got no business doing that.
Quackenbush now going up top. And Eddie Kingston! Does Eddie Kingston have any business doing that? Hurricane Run off the top!
Uh-oh. Come on, Booty.
Eddie Kingston outside of the ring, Sabian on top. Right cross body, tornado DDT!
Oh!
He plants him!
Oh!
The leg! We got a new champion!
Your winner and new CZW World Junior Heavyweight Champion, Sabian!
The Junior Heavyweight Championship has changed hands for the last 3 months.
This is the second promo I was told to do for CZW Bank. First promo ever though in the business that I do with the hiccups. See, I have hiccups. Somebody should scare me to get that out of my system. I don't believe it will happen. Nonetheless, I got a lot of fucking shit thrown at me because I was told that my last promo was too vulgar and it was too vulgar basically. And I was too aggressive. I should do this in a nicer way, in a calmer manner. That I should behave like a gentleman, that I should talk nicely, that I should not use the F word, that I should be nice. I thought about that. Yeah, it does make a lot of sense. But I will not be nice, and I will not be polite, and I will be fucking vulgar if I feel like fucking being. First off, when you do a wrestling promo, you should look good. When you do a wrestling promo, you should have water all over yourself. You should have your belt when you're champion. When you represent 2 fucking companies, you should have the 2 belts with you. and you should talk about a subject that is important. You should talk about those belts, which I hold right now, very prestigiously, very close to my heart. Fucking hiccups are terrible. I'm telling you, sir, we'll never fill a promo when you have hiccups and burps. Those belts are very important to me. I work really hard, really hard to get those belts. I work really hard to keep them. I say I work really hard, but I actually don't. It's been a very easy road since I've had the Iron Man Championship. I need fucking strong! I'm wrong, I apologize. This is just terrible. You ready? This is the second try I have. That kind of promo for CCW that will satisfy its crowd. A promo that will make the fans happy. That will make the fans buy my shit. What I mean by my shit is they will buy the persona. They will buy the guy portraying the character. I am an actor, I am an artist. I portray something you people will never understand, nor will you ever relate to. I do not mean for you to relate to me, because you can never do that, because you are not at my level. You know what level I'm at? I'm above everything. I'm above everyone. Whether it's in CZW, whether it's in IWS, I am above the average man. I am above the average wrestler. You want an example of what that means? I've shown you those two fucking exact belts at the last promo that I shot. I'm showing them to you again. It's just an example of how good I am. Another thing, I know every single line from every single Bud Spencer movie there ever was. Now I know you American people will probably ask yourselves, who the fuck is Bud Spencer? I'm not gonna tell you. I know for a fact that he's an Italian actor who used to do a couple of comedies where they fight a lot in it with another actor from Italy whose name is Terence Hill, who has actually not done anything for himself but Bud Spencer movies. And he's a really big guy. But that's actually not what I'm supposed to talk about. What I want to get to is the fact that at the next show, this is what a wrestling promo is about, right? It is to promote the next show. It is to bring up your views, and I'm gonna do that. Next show, I'm facing Beef Wellington. And I was informed by the cameraman holding that camera right now that Beef actually said that I was boring. And it seems to me like a few people from CZW seem to think that as well. They seem to think that Frankie DM, Frankie the Monster, is boring. Maybe I am. Maybe I suck, actually. Maybe I suck thoroughly. Maybe I shouldn't even be in that business. My question to you, Beef, my question to you fans, CZW fans, is if I suck that bad, if I'm that goddamn fucking terrible, why is it I got two belts? Why is it that I'm booked everywhere in the fucking country, everywhere in the nation, everywhere on the continent, everywhere in the goddamn world? If I'm that fucking terrible, why is it you're watching that promo, and I'm the one that's the most downloaded promo on the website? I ask you that. Beef Wellington, what I ask as well is, what do you think you're gonna do at the next show? Besides bringing your testicles around and dancing like a fucking faggot! I hate dancers. I hate guys that try to be funny. I hate entertainers. I'm a professional wrestler. I make this for a living. I make a living out of beating people. It's just another fucking target. I'm trying to figure a way out to cut this fucking promo, but I'm out of fucking ideas. So each and every one of you watching it right now, who degrade me, who don't fucking like me, you can all go fuck yourselves.
Introducing the challenger, weighing in at 210 and 1/4 pounds, and hailing from the backstage area, Beef Wellington.
Beef Wellington tonight challenging for the CZW Iron Man Championship, and John, Beef Wellington has told me if he wins the title tonight, he is going to put Christmas lights on the Iron Man Championship and make it look like a Christmas cookie. He's going to disgrace our Iron Man Championship.
Well, I got news for you, Eric. I watched an interview with Beef Wellington on CZWWrestling.com on CZW Exposed, he was scared shitless of Frankie the Mobster.
Excuse me!
He almost shit himself when he found out he had to face Frankie the Mobster.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the next CZW Iron Man champion. And I make a promise to you. When I win that title, I promise to redecorate it with Christmas lights and make it look like one giant cookie. Because let's face it,
I told you.
who the fuck doesn't love a cookie, right? Now, Frankie the Mobster, don't be sad just because you're about to lose your title. I believe in you. I believe you're a rising star. I believe you have the potential to really make something of yourself. You know what else? I think you need some new theme music that really shows just what kind of a bright, shining star you are, and how much I believe in you, and how much you believe in yourself. DJ, we talked about this before, so if you could hook me up, I'm sure Frankie's gonna love it.
His opponent, weighing in at 217 pounds and hailing from Milan, Italy, he is the CZW Iron Man champion, Frankie the Mobster.
Here comes the psychopath. Here comes the psychopath, John House.
Oh, here he comes.
And he's not amused by Beef Wellington's Christmas plans for the Iron Man Championship. I think Beef Wellington screwed with his music. Beef Wellington, John, told me earlier tonight, he claims that over the last month he has beaten Chris Hero, which is pretty good, Super Dragon, who hasn't, and the Warlord, which quite frankly, John, has yet to be substantiated.
Look at Frankie the Mobster, Eric. He looks like he's about to explode.
He looks like he needs some Ritalin in a hurry. John, I never thought I'd say this as a wrestling announcer, but Frankie the Mobster needs to watch out for that ass punch.
Uh-oh. Look at Frankie, he's pissed, Eric.
Beef Wellington having a little fun at his expense.
He went right through the eyes.
Beef Wellington shoots in Frankie the Mobster.
Like Beef Wellington thus far has used Frankie's anger against him.
Big atomic drop, softening him up for the ass punch. Manhattan drop. And Frankie the Mobster's off his feet.
He's down in that corner.
And this place is going nuts for an eye poke.
Take it, Frankie. Take it, Mobster, right off his game.
Shooting star press!
He's calling for a shooting star press. And Frankie the Mobster is not amused by a man who has claimed to have wrestled a bear. Polish hammer, exploder.
That's that power of Frankie the Mobster.
He is just so big, and he is just such an animal in there, John. Talk about a man that doesn't know his own strength. Talk about an absolute psychopath right there.
Most people were saying it was an upset when he defeated B-Boy for the Iron Man title, Eric.
It sure wasn't an upset when he dominated Adam Flash last month.
And right now, he's dominating Beef Wellington.
Get Logan, get him. Knock the rest of that goofy haircut off his head.
Chopping away now, Beef in that corner.
Right again. Frankie the Mobster let Logan hear about it.
Mobster now hit Beef with those couple of elbows in that corner now. Beef holding his nose.
Richardson, Beef Wellington. Big boot. Big mafia kick out of Frankie the Mobster. And Frankie the Mobster, what a powerhouse, John. But what an animal. Frankie the Mobster's had quite a few words with Brian Logan.
I don't know, he's a sick man. It's Frankie the Mobster. He's always angry, Eric.
If I was Logan, I'd check his car for a pipe bomb before he leaves tonight. I mean, he is called Frankie the Mobster after all.
Scoops him up, drives him down on that mat. Frankie now seems to be taking his time, telegraphing Wellington.
Frankie the Mobster, the current holder of the International Wrestling Syndicate's Heavyweight Championship in addition to the Iron Man title.
One for an elbow, missed. Beef shoots him off. Back body drop.
Beef Wellington maybe set up by an ass punch. No. Frankie the Mobster up top.
He just puked. Woo! Frankie the Mobster just puked.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
And Beef's walking in it.
Big chop. And he hasn't even gotten an ass punched yet.
Another chop there by Wellington.
Remember, the CZW Iron Man Championship is on the line, John.
Reversal into that corner. Beef goes up, caught by Mobster.
Uh-oh. Wheelbarrow suplex, oh no. Takes him down to a neck breaker instead.
Lateral press there. Look at Frankie, he's losing it.
He's losing it? When did he ever have it?
I mean, why don't Frankie the Mobster just put a contract out on his opponent's head before the match?
Put a contract out on himself. Pump handle, he's setting him up for here.
Raw power.
Pump handle power slam. More like a pump handle erosion, actually, but not quite sure from our vantage point if he dropped him on his head or not.
Picked up another 2 count there.
Coming up next, John, what an interesting matchup this is. Talk about a great match that commissioner and matchmaker Maven Bentley helped put together in Blackouts. Eddie Kingston taking on Sexy Eddie. And it's interesting because Sexy Eddie has been spouting his mouth off as of late that he's going for gold, he wants the gold. And he hasn't stipulated whose gold he's going after, but Blackout taking a preemptive strike, setting up Eddie Kingston as Ruckus's first line of defense, meaning that you got to get through Kingston to get to Ruckus. So it's interesting that it is Blackout who is sending the first strike towards Sexy Eddie.
Well, that's what it's all about, Eric. And who better than Eddie Kingston? Who hits harder in this company than Eddie Kingston?
I can't think of Eddie.
Beef now powers out. It's those back elbows, staggering the champion. And ducks that clothesline.
Beef must have had a big bowl of courage this morning because he doesn't look like he's afraid of Frankie the Mobster now.
Scooping up the champ, sits out. Goes for a cover, hooks that leg.
Frankie the Mobster kicking out of that Michinoku driver.
Picks up a 2. Look at that. Wellington now telegraphing him. Uh-oh.
Frankie the Mobster saying no. Enziguri to the ass. Oh, he's going up. He set him up for that ass punch, John. Listen to the crowd. And Frankie the Mobster knew exactly what was going on.
He just used referee Logan to his advantage.
And he crotched Beef Wellington. Frankie the Mobster clotheslining Beef Wellington on that top rope. Beef Wellington just dead weight right now. Oh, Beef Wellington is playing possum. DDT!
Oh, he spiked him. Face first. Hooks that leg.
And Beef, how do you kick out of that, John?
Picking up a 2 there. Champion's starting to get frustrated.
3 big matches coming up, John. In addition to that big match coming up next, we also have the finals of tonight's Trifecta Elimination Tournament. And of course the big one for the World Heavyweight Championship to round it off.
The New Age Punisher gets his chance at the World Heavyweight title.
The rivalry, John, the rivalry that has been going on for quite some time between Ruckus and B-Boy. It comes to a head tonight because, you know, remember, John, when B-Boy went on that incredible win streak of 7-0 back in, 2003, and he finally challenged Ruckus for the Junior Heavyweight Championship and came up short in that matchup.
Wellington able to put that foot over that bottom rope, breaking up that pinfall attempt. Look at that. He just spit right in the ref's face.
And Brian Logan just spit in Frankie the Mobster's face. What is he, nuts?
Ask him why he did it.
What is he, nuts? I thought he's going back for another DDT. Set him up again. Clothesline.
Springboard.
DDT and plants him.
Almost 3 there. We almost had a new Iron Man champion.
Beef picking him up, maybe setting him up. Powerbomb.
Picked up a 2 count there.
You know, it's almost disturbing how obsessed Beef is with the ass of his opponent, John.
It's quite scary.
Yes, it is. Look at him, he's getting excited at the sight of Frankie the Monster's ass. Ass punch! The look says it all! The look says it all!
Oh, that could be it.
Champion, though! He was so close.
How's that to read that in the results? New Iron Man champion. Challenger hits the champion in the ass. Oh, rolls him up. Frankie rolls through now, gets up on his feet. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that. Wellington goes right for those eyes.
Frankie the Mops was going for that Baldo bomb, I have to believe. Wellington go for a Tiger driver. Oh, plants him face first.
All right, look, he's pissed now.
He's pissed now. He's been pissed since he was born. Baldo bomb!
That's gotta be it.
That's over.
Your winner and still CZW Iron Man champion, Frankie the Mobster.
Hey, buddy, put your shirt back on. Thank you. Oh, no, here he goes again.
With that physique, he could be a referee around here. We're in need of a senior official, aren't we? Now that's its music. Frankie the Monster, the Iron Man champion, as well as IWS champion. And Beef Wellington, Johnny may have lost the match, but he got him some ass tonight. It's all about going out and getting ass on a Saturday night, isn't it?
Not that kind of ass.
Sexy Eddie, and everybody out there in CZW land, there's 2 points I want to make. First point is revenge. It's the sweetest joy. Next to getting pussy, of course. Sexy Eddie, you think I don't remember what happened at Cage of Death? That you were one of the people who eliminated me by hitting my hands off the cage and me falling right through a table? You think I don't remember that? I remember that. That's one reason why you're gonna pay. The second reason is real simple. Everyone in Blackout knows their role. Ruckus is the champion. Me and Sabian, our job is to protect the champion. Sexy Eddie, you want a shot at our champ? You have to go through me. You called me a roadblock, a speed bump? Brother, I'm much more than that. Believe me on that. You see, Sexy Eddie, I'm an artist. All men are artists, whether they're painting, poetry, food. My art is professional wrestling. And that night, Sexy Eddie, in our match, I'm gonna paint my masterpiece with your blood. I'll see you then. I'll at your boy. Peace.
Being accompanied to the ring by Blackout members Primo Robbie Marino and Sabian, weighing in at 245 pounds and hailing from the Yonkers section of Chocolate City, Eddie Kingston.
Robbie Marino's like Cher. He changed into the outfit between sets. The first lineup defense.
Well, that's what it's all about, Eric. When you manage the champions, you can afford different outfits for every match.
The first lineup defense for the World Heavyweight Champion, Eddie Kingston. And Sexy Eddie has been saying he wants gold, John. He hasn't said who's gold, but it doesn't matter. It's Blackout taking a big-time preemptive strike here tonight. Sexy Eddie already ended one of the reigns of Blackout when his team won the tag team titles at Cage of Death.
Eddie Kingston at this point, Eric, is the only member of Blackout that don't have any gold around his waist.
But he doesn't care, John. He's happy in his role as the ace.
His opponent, weighing in at 195 pounds, plus an extra 5 pounds in his underwear, hailing from Long Beach, California, the Sex Express, Sexy Eddie.
John, it's been a long road for Sexy Eddie since the very first day we saw him and he was humping the boss's wife, to the Cage of Death when he won the tag team gold, and now to a point where he is ready to make a big step as a single superstar and challenge for serious gold for the first time in his Combat Zone Wrestling career. Challenge for a singles championship.
You know, I think Sexy Eddie did us all a favor when he hopped on Zandig's wife, because we ain't seen her since.
What a clash of styles this match is. The high flyer, the death defier, Sexy Eddie against the hard-hitting, strong style Eddie Kingston.
Sexy Eddie's a sick man, Eric.
Seen anybody.
He'll hit anything, Eric. He'll hit anything.
I haven't seen anybody win over the CZW fans as quick as this guy has. And these fans will turn on you in a hurry. I can tell you about that.
I mean, you know Sexy Eddie's motto? Ain't the 80 dumb, dead, blind, or crazy, Eric. If they don't walk, he'll drag them.
Hold on. Everyone shut up real quick.
We don't get to hear much from Eddie Kingston.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna save your man's life right now. Be easy. Hey, listen to me. You have a choice here. There's two choices, brother. One, stay in the ring and I murder you in front of your people. Two, you just walk to the back. Don't worry about nothing. I won't hurt you. Leave.
Eddie should just leave, Eric.
Leave.
He should just get out that ring.
Come on.
He lost.
Well, these two guys have a history, John. They were on opposite sides of the coin, opposite sides of the ring in the Cage of Death this year. Not the first time that they have wrestled each other, but the first time they've wrestled each other in a singles matchup.
Oh, God, we got to hear him.
Two choices, eh? I can stay in the ring and get murdered, or I can just walk away. I won't have a scratch on my body, right? No scratch. That sounds pretty good. I don't know, what do you think, guys? The way I look at it is there's only one choice. I stay in the middle of the ring tonight. I beat the hell out of you. I do my usual thing. I take off my clothes for all the ladies too. And then I walk out of here, still without a scratch on my body. You'll be the one in the hospital. So with that said, there's only one thing missing. I'm gonna need some music to take my clothes off.
And against this bad blood between Blackout and Sexy Eddie goes back right before the Cage of Death when Joker chose Sexy Eddie to be a part of Team Cash. From that day on, he was marked on the enemy list of Blackout.
I mean, what's this, Eric? Why's he got to do this?
Oh, you're not going to hear me defend him. Eddie Kingston with a double axe.
Caught him. Turned his back on Kingston. He paid a price.
A lot of upset women in the crowd that didn't get to see Eddie finish his routine.
There's about three of them. Look, about 2 teeth between the three of them.
What a chop. What a heavy hitter this Kingston is. And unlike Barry Bonds, he's not shooting anything in his ass. He's not playing with the clear and the cream. He's just a heavy, heavy hitter, John.
Kingston just slammed Eddie right into that steel guardrail.
Robbie Marino out there supporting Kingston.
Eddie put those legs up.
Blackout already 1-0 tonight, John.
Oh, Eddie working over Kingston now.
A big 1-0 with the World Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Sends Kingston to the steel guardrail now.
And the thing we saw out of Sexy Eddie the very first time that we saw him at the Tournament of Death was just how courageous he is. He does not like to back down. He will not back down from a fight, and he has so much courage in him. Remember, he wanted to continue as blood was sprouting out of his veins. It was just sickening, John, but he wanted to continue. And just the death-defying move, the total sextus he nailed at Cage of Death was just a thing of brilliance.
Eddie now going to work on Kingston. Climbs to that top rope. High cross body off that top rope.
Eddie Kingston dazed right now. Missile drop kick.
Kingston now rolls out. I mean, you heard it, Eric. You said it earlier. Sexy Eddie says he wants gold. He must be talking about Ruckus's gold.
How do you know? Maybe he's talking about the junior heavyweight. Maybe he's talking about the Iron Man Championship. Azaye moonsault. And Marino goes down again. But John, you know, there's also the Iron Man Championship, and Frankie the Mobster and Sexy Eddie very familiar with one another, going back to the IWS or going upstairs to the IWS. Maybe it's the Iron Man Championship he's talking about.
Will Sexy Eddie be part of the best of the best? We'll find out in the weeks to come. Now he's working over Kingston.
That may be a result of this match. Now that the weights are wide open, Eddie Kingston also has a shot of being a part of Best of the Best. And of course, it could be any of the wild cards tonight. Hollow Wicked, Brandon Tomaselli, John, and of course, Damien. That match coming up next, incidentally.
Headbutt there by Kingston. Staggers Eddie. Oh!
What a clothesline!
Oh! He hammered him with that clothesline.
And Blackout searched far and wide after the Joker left them to go overseas and fight for this country, for the hitman of the group, the ace of the group. And boy, did Marino find a dive into the rough, and Kingston, speaking of Marino, what's his deal?
Robbie Marino don't like Sexy Eddie, Eric. And he's now in it. Robbie Marino's not afraid to get in his face. Eddie now taking a beat down at the hands of Eddie Kingston.
What a chop. Look at those shots, John. Every one of those shots packs the power of the 200 plus pounds of Eddie Kingston, lifting Sexy Eddie up like dead weight for that suplex, pure power. Chop for good measure.
Stomp.
All right, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Pick me a winner. Hollow Wicked, Brandon Tomaselli, or Damien?
I'll tell you after the match. Kingston now punishing Sexy Eddie.
And all that training you've done all year for nothing. Now that there's no Battle Royal and Best of the Best, you can start eating chocolate again. You can start eating pizza
Eat
again.
that stuff, Eric.
You go back to banging those hookers down in Atlantic City again.
I got news for you. I never stopped. Eddie now fighting back, chopping away. Double chop, another chop. Staggering Kingston back into that corner.
Knee strike, right hands out of Sexy Eddie. Big knee strike again. Belly to belly suplex. You know, during intermission, I ran into Claudio Constagnoli accidentally as he was being interviewed for CZW Exposed on CZWWrestling.com, and he was on the phone with Chris Hero bragging about how he beat Sanjay, and he expected me to get on the phone and back up his story because apparently Chris Hero didn't even believe him. You know what I told him? I told him exactly what happened. That it was Sabian that got him the win, and he had the nerve to pull the phone away from my ear.
Kingston picked up a 2 count there. He's got that chin lock
And
applied.
you can go to CZWWrestling.com and see all of that. Constagnoli acting like a goofball, conducting interviews. And what's Ed O'Mac doing conducting interviews in a bathroom?
Yeah, right. What's he doing in the men's room?
Better watch out for Beef Wellington in there.
He might bring a new meaning to the word exposed.
The crowd chanting, "Let's go Eddie," but you don't know for which one. And Marino again with the boots.
Marino's, like I said earlier, Marino's not afraid to get up in Sexy Eddie's face.
Of course not when the Sexy Eddie is
And look,
laid out
gentleman
on the
he is,
ground.
he helps him back in the ring.
Right.
Well, is this referee going to count?
And how about the lack of respect that Sexy Eddie is being shown by Eddie Kingston?
That's what it's all about, Eric. Why should he respect Sexy Eddie?
Sent in with authority. Eddie off of his feet. And now Sexy Eddie is down off of his feet, where Eddie Kingston's now making perverted gestures at the blonde homeless woman in the front row.
How you know she's homeless?
Come on. Jackie Chan. What a clothesline. What a knee strike. And Sexy Eddie is upset.
Oh, Eddie now, springboards.
Split-legged moonsault. Uh-oh. He's going for total ecstasy, it looked like.
Ah, look at Robbie. Robbie Marino, he's got brains, Eric.
What a suplex! What a suplex! Out of Eddie Kingston. What a machine this Eddie Kingston is. People talk about Alaska as a big untapped supply. In America, this guy's an untapped talent right here. You gotta wonder why Blackout doesn't showcase him more in Combat Zone Wrestling.
What do you mean, why? What are you trying to say?
You know what I'm trying to say.
Eddie ducked that clothesline to duck that chop.
We wouldn't want Eddie Kingston to start winning matches to become the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, would we?
Well, he could if he beat Sexy Eddie here tonight.
To the floor! This man has no heart! This man has no compassion! And Eddie is knocked out cold. We may have to stop the match, John.
Eddie just got tossed right onto that concrete floor.
Eddie Kingston is an animal, John.
And he just threw him down there. He don't care.
You know, in this sport, there is this professional respect of one another, while the objective is to win the match. But the objective also is to avoid seriously crippling your opponent. And that right there, my friends, was as unethical as it gets in this business. He's a scumbag.
Why is he a scumbag?
He's a scumbag.
He took matters into his own hands.
He's a son of a
What
bitch.
Sexy Eddie should
and
have
he's a
done
scumbag.
was just kept his mouth shut. And he wouldn't be on that canvas
That's
right
about the
now.
most unethical thing I've ever seen. And that's about the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Referee was up to 9. Eddie got up there just in time.
Sexy Eddie can barely stand on his feet. And can you blame him? What a forearm! Look at that momentum. Took him right over the top.
Eddie now trying to battle back, trying to get back in that ring. Kingston, the gentleman he is, helps him in the ring, Eric.
Yeah, what a gentleman.
What a great competitor Eddie Kingston
Yeah,
is.
they say chivalry is dead.
He likes to help people.
Right.
Look, he's helping him up.
Small package. This could be it. The Tenzin Tombstone. The Tenzin Tombstone.
Look at that, he's choking him.
I don't think Hiroshi Tenzin would be too happy right now to see a scumbag like Eddie Kingston use his move.
Kingston now setting up those chairs.
Taking a page out of the book of Ruckus.
Look, Robin Marino's giving him orders now.
Sexy Eddie is in a lot of trouble right now. Oh. Ow. He may pop a blood vessel at this rate. What a palm strike.
Look at Eddie, he's like out up on that top turnbuckle.
I don't think we're going to see total sexy. I don't think we're going to see the sexy plex.
Eddie trying to fight back.
Sexy Eddie reverses. And again right now, yeah, it's about a win, but it's also about retribution for the cage of death for Blackout. on the first line of defense for Ruckus, and now Sabian. Frog splash.
Eddie unable to follow up.
Wait a minute, total 6 to see. Total 6 to see. He nailed it. He nailed it.
Your winner, Sexy Eddie.
He nailed it out of nowhere. And that's the key to a successful finishing maneuver, is being able to nail it out of nowhere. Look at Marino. Look at Primo. He's pissed, Eric. He's yelling at Kingston. How about going in there and supporting your man? And Kingston had this match won. But it became more about retribution for the Cage of Death than it did about a win. And look at Marino slapping Kingston. We got problems, John. We got problems. Marino's got that Sicilian temper. Oh, wait a minute. Kingston get in the face of Marino. This is not good. Hit him. Hit him. And Kingston practically told him to F off. And this is not good, John. Just one match away from the World Heavyweight Championship matchup. This is not good at all. If you're a Blackout fan, and if you're a B-Boy fan, you gotta be loving it.
This is your Trifecta Elimination Challenge Finals. The winner of this match will receive a slot in the best of the best 16-man tournament. Introducing first, standing 6'1", weighing in at 192 pounds, and hailing from Sleepy Hollow, he is the dark minion of the underworld, Hollow Wicked.
6'1", 192 pounds, but more importantly, a man that has had about 3 hours of rest, maybe a little less, 2.5 to 3 hours. And that could be the key component to this matchup right here.
Weighing in at 194 pounds and hailing from McHenry, Illinois, the Iron Saint, Brandon Tomaselli.
And what a pleasure. It looks like we're being joined by Lightning Mike Quackenbush. Mike, an honor to join you. Who do I have to pay off around here to get rid of House?
Eric, thanks for having me. I'm still clearing the cobwebs out. The way I understand it, I got dropped on my head a couple times too many just a little bit earlier this evening. So if I seem a little bit off, you'll have to forgive me.
Well, I think it's a disgrace what happened earlier, and I'd like to see you take matters into your own hands at some point.
And finally, weighing in at 164 pounds and hailing from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Damien.
Now, I'd ask you to throw a pick out there, but I would probably say you'll be a little partial towards your representative from Chicago Pro Wrestling being Hollow Wicked.
You're probably right about that, Eric. Obviously, I've got my favorite in this one. But you got to kind of look at all the factors here. Brandon Tomaselli from IWA Mid-South.
Yeah.
And, of course, Damien's all the way down from Montreal.
Right.
Actually, I think Damien's the one I know the very least about. I've seen all of about 2 matches of his in the past. And I can tell you this, as you probably already know, that kid can take one heck of a beating.
Oh, absolutely, and he can dish him out as well. He's a very hard hitter. I scouted him a little bit prior to tonight, watched some tapes of him, and he just likes to go in there and hit hard. He's not very flashy, doesn't have a lot of moves in his repertoire, but just loves to go in there and throw down and hit hard.
I saw just a little bit of his earlier match, and he did one of the simplest yet most effective moves, like a double knee drop right off the top rope. And I thought, you know something, I haven't seen anybody do that since Rick Rude 15 years ago. It's simple, it's effective, and it got him all the way here. This is it. I mean, one of these three guys is going to best of the best.
Absolutely, and what a coveted spot that is. And following up on Damien, what you should know about Damien is Damien has become obsessed in IWS to not only come to America, but to become successful. He's watched guys like Beef Wellington and Sexy Eddie, guys in the company, get their chances, and he's felt so overlooked that this is such a golden opportunity for him, especially with the slot of best of the best on the line.
Trifecta has almost become a great showcase in and of itself, but best of the best is the big one. Everybody in that back locker room wants to be part of it. And it seemed like in the past, best of the best was almost exclusively junior heavyweights.
Right.
But this year, it seems like some of the heavier guys are getting
Absolutely, no weight limitations. This time, Chris Hero, already in the tournament, a guy you're very familiar with.
I'm afraid so.
Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen, another big guy. So you're looking right off the bat, two of the three guys, Derek Frazier the other, two of the three guys already heavyweights.
Look at this here. You can see these three guys, man, really tentative to kind of lock up. And the stakes are high for all three of these guys. Getting the best of the best could really make one of their careers at this point because they're all young in the business. Actually, the only one I'm kind of guessing, do you know about how long Brandon Tomaselli's been wrestling?
I do have it on my notes. Brandon Tomaselli, no, actually, he avoided answering that question, which may tell you something.
Look at this. They try to, probably in a double hip toss situation there.
Now, I pointed out, and I'd love to get your perspective as a wrestler here, I pointed out prior to this matchup that Hollow Wicked, I would think, would have the advantage because he's had about a 2.5-hour rest period. But is that also a disadvantage because you're also a lot less wound up as somebody like Damien, who was the last to wrestle?
I think you're right in that that's a difficult thing to call. I think what you got to look at in those situations, wow, look at Tomaselli here. Out with the Asai moonsault. He landed on his feet.
Nailed him.
I think you really got to look at total time wrestled. Obviously, Hollow Wicked was in the first match. Wow, he laid that uppercut right along the jaw.
Yes.
And that's really what it comes to. Obviously, these guys in the back, they had the opportunity. They can stay. Oh, he's got him already. No, only two. You can stay warm in the back. You can do calisthenics. You can jog in place.
Right.
Easy things to keep your muscles loose. But a guy who goes out and wrestles 30 minutes to get here, I think is at a great disadvantage compared to someone who only wrestles for 7 minutes.
Gotcha. Absolutely.
Really nice submission hold there, and he's also got both the arms butterflied, it looks like, from up here, Eric.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, also, what kind of an advantage or disadvantage is it? Because all three of these guys, they wrestled in their first match tonight against familiar opponents, and this time, all three of them wrestling against unfamiliar opponents, wrestling against strangers for the first time. What kind of an advantage and disadvantage is that?
I think to each of these guys, they're at a greater advantage here than in their previous matches, because the odds of being able to scout these guys, you know, you have no clue who's going to make it this far in. And look at Hollow Wicked now. The opportunist is sneaking right up behind Damien. Oh, and he Yakuza kicked him right in the face.
He nailed him, and Damien put himself in such a prone position right there. And I would have to credit that to the lack of experience, not being aware that this is a three-way match and not a two-way matchup. And you really need to know where your opponent is at all points of the match.
Yeah, you've always got to be taking a little peek out of the corner of your eye. Wow, look at him there in the corner. He just strings those strikes together, yeah. Even if each of them doesn't come with a lot of force, he hits them so quickly and in such a succession. And look here, you see that same mistake you just mentioned, Eric.
Yep.
He's not paying attention to the third man, who, lucky for him, it looks like they've got a combination submission here. It looks like a condo clutch. I can't tell if it's a crippler crossface up front or more like the rings of Saturn.
And I thought Bryce was ringing the bell there, but Bryce breaking it. I don't understand why he's breaking it. It's a three-way matchup. So let him go. At this point in the night, just let him go.
Yeah, I guess, unfortunately, 3-ways, 4-ways, and other multiple mans, they get so confusing. I think sometimes the ref just tries to do what he thinks is best, even if it isn't necessarily the letter of the law.
Right, and look at this, Brandon Tomaselli.
Jeez!
Brandon Tomaselli throwing down with them.
Hollow Wicked showing surprising strength, and really a smart leverage move, the way he grabbed around the waist to double belly to back suplex him.
And the few times that I've seen Hollow Wicked here at CZW, you really don't see many power moves out of him, so that's surprising.
Yeah, he's a tall guy, but he's very agile. And there you can see, wow, what?
And
De-shirting him.
He's a stripper, too.
Yeah.
And Damien may have opened up a can of worms because he came in here showing off, and you can talk a little bit about this as a wrestler. You see somebody coming in there and showing off at your expense, at your opponent's expense, and at this point in time, it looks like they're taking the game to him by chopping and forming him.
And two, I mean, obviously he was trying to cover it up. Everyone saw when he came into the locker room earlier, he had handprints all over his chest. Anybody could have seen that and walked right up to him and said, this guy, somebody's already pounded him in the chest. And you take, oh, he kicked him in the bread basket.
And that took the wind right out of him.
But when you see a guy marked up like that, you know, man, it's going to be easy to knock the wind out of him by going right back to where someone else has already done my dirty work.
Yeah, absolutely. And also a disadvantage of being strangers to one another, which you could also talk about, at least when you go into a matchup, a three-way matchup where you're all familiar with one another, maybe you can make a secret pact, a secret deal in the back that the other guy doesn't know about.
Exactly.
You're working together. But with this, you don't know each other, so you can't trust anybody. It's like Survivor. You can't trust anybody in there.
Yeah, and who knows? Damien, for all I know, from where he's at in Montreal, he might only speak French. A lot of the Canadian wrestlers I've met in the last year, they only speak French. Yeah.
Viking, I was asking him some information earlier tonight. He was speaking to me in French. No idea what he was talking about.
Yeah, it's tough to cut deals and trash talk when you got a language barrier.
Yes. And is that what Holloway would call the super snap mare?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And Holloway kind of speaks a foreign language of his own now that I think about it.
I don't think there is quite a language to...
Look at Tomaselli. He's poised to strike.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And Tomaselli is an NWA Indiana state champion right now, so you can't discount...
Oh, my!
Shooting star!
Fantastic. What poise by Tomaselli. He spent just enough time to catch his breath out there, and he waited for an opening and took it. And that's really the best strategy here.
Would that be your strategy if you were in this kind of a matchup right now?
I think it was maybe 2-3 months ago. I was in a four-way here at CCW, and that was my strategy going in. Find openings to get out, breathe, and watch. Watch for an opening to strike. Wow. I don't want to be the guy in there getting beat up the whole. I don't get paid by the punch.
Absolutely. Oh, look at that! And Brandon Tomaselli making a cardinal mistake that I talked about earlier, that you talked about just now, in not being aware of where you are and watching for other people's mistakes, where Holloway taking a page right out of your book and seeing that opening, seeing that mistake, and going right into it.
That's really one of the most difficult things here. You knock a man down and you think you know about how long you've knocked him down for. But especially guys that wear masks, you can't look them in the eyes and see that they're out of focus. You can't look at their face and gauge it.
That is an advantage, yeah. Advantage to Holloway.
And two of the three are on their feet. Damien gets rid of his elbow pad so he can lay in the bony part of his elbow.
And you know, we're here in Viking Hall, the new Alhambra Arena. They have all these signs for boxing everywhere. I'm thinking that this is going to break out down to a boxing fight. Where they're throwing down out here, and now Damien goes down to one knee.
Tomaselli, to me, looks like the strongest of the three here. And I wouldn't want to trade blows with him, no matter what my threshold for punishment might be.
Absolutely. It also looks to be the most fluent throughout the matchup as well. But Holloway playing an interesting role here, kind of going to what you were talking about and just sitting back and see what happens between Tomaselli and Damien here and picking his shots.
Both those guys ran into the point of the other's elbows. Ever the opportunist.
There he is. You can tell who trained him.
Yeah.
And what a golden opportunity it is. Going into best of the best. Anything could happen there. In the past, last year, we saw Nate Webb win the trifecta, unfortunately going out in the first round, but Jimmy Rave made it 2 rounds, winning the very first ever trifecta, and anything could happen, especially now with weight classes wide open.
Yeah, that really changes the total dynamic of the tournament, and I didn't know that until you told me that they eliminated it. Look at the Michinoku driver!
Absolutely.
Oh, a hair away.
I thought he had him. I thought he had him right there. And yeah, it really does. And Damien now.
He's taking too long firing up. And needs to do more firing.
And Holloway can have the opportunity. He's not going to wait for Damien to get done with his fire up.
Oh, he's fighting. Look, he's trying to small package his way out of this fisherman buster. No, he muscled him up. Look at that.
And that's got to be it right there. How can he survive that? Back to back?
Damien must have known, or he just sensed the fisherman buster was coming, and he tried to small package it. Holloway, who, to look at him, you may not think he's the most muscular guy, really just muscled him up.
Absolutely. I thought he was going to give him the Quackenbush windmill right there. He had him set up for it. Now, at this point in time, if you were down in Holloway's corner out there, what would you be telling him at this point? What kind of advice would you give him?
I think right now he's really played the game fairly smart. Here, I think he's looking for maybe a super fisherman buster. Oh, Damien just, man, he lays him in with such... Look at that.
That stomp right on that arm.
He can't pick him up without that arm.
No. And you can attest to that. You had your arm worked over quite a bit earlier tonight.
Exactly.
And without the arm, I mean, talk about it. How was it in there without the arm? Only being able to use one arm.
It
How much
robs
did that
you.
hinder you?
I mean, unless your offense consists mainly of kicks and like senton type moves.
Right.
It's so crippling to have your arm taken away from you. Oh, and that's it.
He's out of it.
Hollow Wicked has been eliminated.
How do you understand him if he gives up?
I guess the nodding of the head is universal.
Yeah.
Here, Tomaselli, again, this is the second time he did a great job of minding his own business on the floor, and he's obviously the fresh guy. Another fisherman buster.
And look at the way that he rolled through and hooked the leg.
Wow. Really smart cradle there, up to his toes. And
You don't see that a lot.
No, it was a really good pinning combination. A lot of times guys just lay on their man, or, they
Or just drop him.
Yeah. A smart pinning combination can be all the difference. And look at him, he's poised to fly.
Tomaselli going for that 450, and he went for that earlier tonight and missed.
Damien still managed to kick out. I don't know that he hit it completely clean. The way, when you come down chest to chest, especially on a guy whose chest is beat red, you can knock the wind out of a man.
Absolutely, and it shows the maturity of a wrestler like that. Sticking with the move, while yet he may have missed it earlier, but knowing that at the right time, it's still a viable move.
Wow, look at that. He moved right into a cross-knee scissors, but you can see he doesn't figure eight the far leg, and that Tomaselli's shoulders are down.
Right.
That would surprise me if he was caught off guard there.
Absolutely.
Damien gave up on it. I think he knew he didn't have the cross-knee scissors on right.
I think that was used more as a defensive than it was an offensive maneuver.
Yeah, just to buy him a minute to breathe, probably, Eric.
Right.
Look at him. You can see how pink his chest is from here. We're 150 feet away.
Oh, yeah. Those blood vessels are just popping through that chest. Looks like he was in there with Ronnie Garvin.
Maybe that knee drop.
There it goes. He's going for it.
No, he stayed right on his feet. Good job. Under the lariat goes Tomaselli. Picks him up now, almost like a reality check. Air raid crash.
Yeah, the air raid crash. He nailed it.
And that's great. Tomaselli's going the best of the best.
And entered into best of the best 5, Brandon Tomaselli.
What do you think? What do you think his chances are at best of the best? And I know you may be a little biased being that you were a possible participant in best of the best, but what do you think his chances are?
He was very impressive, and this is the first time I've ever seen the man wrestle. No obvious flaws in his workmanship. I think the kid's got the potential to go far.
Well, Mike Quackenbush, I want to thank you for joining us here on commentary, and good luck, and I hope you get your revenge on Blackout sooner than later.
Thank you, Eric.
Take care. Oh, look who decided to show up. Look who decided to show up.
I got the update, Eric. I got the scoop.
Oh, yeah? What's the scoop?
Oh, boy.
Were we taking a lunch break?
I just had to go find out what was going down in Chocolate City, Eric.
They let you in back there?
Oh, man, I'm an honorary member.
Well, what's going down?
Everything is fine. Everything is fine in the Blackout.
Yeah.
Robbie Marino told me himself that the Blackout is moving on up to the east side, Eric.
Like George Jefferson.
Into the penthouse. But Eddie Kingston has to prove himself.
Well, we'll find out, huh?
April 2nd, Ruckus. You want to challenge a wannabe thug? That's fine. I've won best of the best. I've won the Strong Style Tournament. I've won the Iron Man Championship. And more importantly, I beat you in Italy. 1, 2, 3. You want to challenge somebody for the title? I got you next month. Thank you, Dave. All right. Thank you.
When will you learn, Sanjay? What more must it take? You see, I envision your legacy and I think about your family leaving the streets of Calcutta, leaving poverty, leaving starvation, leaving persecution by the government to come to America so you could make a better life. So you could have a better life. And you know what you did, Sanjay? You just fucked up. He knows he fucked up, right?
Oh, he fucked up.
First, it wasn't enough for Ruckus to treat you like a prostitute. No. Now you want to bark up Sabian's tree. If we were in prison, Sanjay, Sabian would have already bought and sold your ass for a pack of cigarettes. So what do you think you're gonna do? And now we got somebody talking about wanksters.
I know.
I know wankster. Who do you know that's wankster? Yeah, B-boy? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. B-boy, you have just made a very dangerous decision. You have just fucked with the wrong thug, because we're gonna show you that Ruckus is a real motherfucking G. Because believe me, motherfucker, you always bet on black. Biatch!
Introducing the challenger, weighing in at 200 pounds and hailing from San Diego, California. He's the new Age Punisher, B-Boy!
B-Boy has had an opportunity in the past at the CZW World Heavyweight Championship when Messiah had possession of that heavyweight championship. He has had opportunities at Ruckus in the past when Ruckus was a CZW Junior Heavyweight Championship. He has come up short in all of those opportunities, John. Can he do it tonight?
And I'll tell you, Eric, when I was back there getting the update by Robbie Marino, I talked to the World Heavyweight Champion. He is more ready for this matchup tonight than any other matchup in his entire career.
I gotta tell you, Ruckus did not like it when the fans and the critics
His opponent being accompanied to the ring by the Blackout, weighing in at 235 pounds and hailing from Chocolate City, he is the CZW World Heavyweight Champion, Ruckus!
Come, Eric, being led to the ring by Primo, Robbie Marino, the new Junior Heavyweight Champion Sabian, and Eddie Kingston, the World Heavyweight Champion Ruckus.
You know, most wrestlers get ready by doing Hindu squats, some kind of calisthenics, watching film, psyching themselves up for their matches. How does our champion get ready? By smoking a Black and Mild.
Well, that's what it's all about, Eric. He's the World Heavyweight Champion. Stand up, show that man some respect.
He's Robbie Marino's field ticket is what he is. And you know, John, a little known fact is that Robbie Marino originally tried to recruit B-Boy to be a Blackout and was turned out flat.
Look at that belt. It's got a picture of the World Heavyweight Champion on it.
Behind bars.
Ruckus, I'm talking to you. Yo, since there's 4 of you out here, I'm not stupid. I got backup too, and I want him to come out here now.
Who is it? Oh, look at Kingston. Kingston is not happy. And you know, the paths, the worlds of Eddie Kingston, Ruckus, Sabian, and Robbie Marino Blackout and Sexy Eddie continue to cross, John. They crossed the cage of death, they crossed earlier tonight, and they're crossing again.
I mean, but Eric, can B-Boy trust Sexy Eddie? Knowing Sexy Eddie wants to go after that same title belt that B-Boy's got a shot at tonight.
He's got no choice. He needs.
Yo, this is some shit right here. Hey, yo,
I know when you got here tonight and you found out you had to wrestle me, I knew you'd be shook, but I didn't think you had to go get some faggot to come out here to watch your back. I mean, the only motherfucker gangsta out here in this bitch is me. I see 2 pussies over there. Not to mention all the pussies I see in this fucking building. So I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Put my shit down, cause you ain't never gonna touch that motherfucker. Only real motherfuckers wear that. I'm the real motherfucking G up in this bitch. And I'm about to whoop your ass and prove it.
I'll tell you, Ruckus has not been a paper champion, John. Since winning the belt from Messiah, he has defended the belt against arguably the 2 strongest challengers that CZW has to offer. His 2 biggest rivals here in Combat Zone Wrestling, and Sanjay Dutt and B-Boy.
That's right. Also defended that title successfully against the man who defeated B-Boy for the Iron Man Championship in Frankie the Mobster. Sabian sporting that gold, that Junior Heavyweight Championship belt.
And look at Eddie Kingston, the first line of defense. And Ruckus has the black and mild, I believe, in his mouth. He does. He has the black and mild in his mouth.
There goes the belt. This match is officially underway.
What arrogance to have the black and mild in his mouth as he's wrestling a championship matchup.
Sexy Eddie needs to be punched right in his face, Eric.
Yes, he does. Wait a minute. What did I say?
You said yes, he does.
Late. And Ruckus with that black and mild in his mouth. And he's wrestling with the black and mild in his mouth. You gotta be kidding me! With the black and mild! And now he's lighting it!
You see that? You see something new out of Ruckus every match.
I'll tell you, he needs to be punched in the face. That's Robbie Marino. And he continues to wrestle with it. And now B-Boy smoking the black and mild in the face of the champion. Ruckus misses. B-Boy holding on to that black and mild. That black and mild seems to be more confident than the championship. B-Boy now, how dare him take that out his mouth. He put out the black and mild. Maybe, John, that's a prelude to him putting out the blackout. Turning out the lights on the champion.
I don't know if I was B-Boy, I wouldn't be trusting Sexy Eddie out there.
Why?
Because he wants that title belt. He wants it all for himself.
The champion stalling.
B-Boy outnumbered.
The last time we saw B-Boy, he was part of the tag team with Nate Webb last month, where they defeated Chris Hero and Claudio Constagnoli.
Where is Chris Hero anyway? Away on business?
Yeah. Ruckus with a big forearm. And another. John, it is quite a feat when you think about it. You look back on the careers of both men, that they are wrestling for the World Heavyweight Championship inside the CZW arena.
Oh, B-Boy caught him, now pushes him off.
Drop kick to the back of the head.
He caught him right in the back of his head with that Ruckus now in that corner.
Go for the facelift. And he misses. Ruckus has to stay off of his feet, avoid the Shining Wizard. Neck breaker.
B-Boy now goes for an early cover. What B-Boy's got to do, he's got to keep trying to get them, keep going for them early covers, because you never know. You never know, Eric. He can end this match
absolutely.
early.
But what Ruckus has to do is stay, if Ruckus is to be successful, he needs to stay off of his feet, John. Or stay off of the mat, stay on his feet. Pardon me.
B-Boy now, snap suplex. Picks up another 2 count. Ruckus may have came into this match too cocky.
You think? You think? That may be the most brilliant thing you've ever said on commentary.
Well, Eric, I'm a brilliant announcer now. B-Boy now chopping away on Ruckus.
And Ruckus over the top to the floor. Well, John, we know that Brandon Tomaselli is going to be going to best of the best. So far, we have a best of the best that's looking like Derek Frazier, Brandon Tomaselli, Chris Hero, and Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steve.
Absolutely, Eric, and correct me if I'm wrong, but no Trifecta winner has ever made it past the second round of Best of the Best.
You are correct, sir.
Of course I am. I'm John House. B-Boy now stomping away on the champion, picking him up.
B-Boy shoots in Ruckus. Ruckus with the reversal.
Look at the agility.
B-Boy. Ruckus. The afterburner into the corkscrew.
I mean, quite frankly, I think Ruckus should be in Best of the Best, Eric.
He might be.
I think he should be. He's the World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, the weight restrictions are off, so he can get in now.
What you trying to say? I think Ruckus would win Best of the Best.
What if Sabian was in it? Do you still think Ruckus would win?
I think Sabian would win it too.
What if Kingston was in it?
Oh, he got a good chance himself.
What a knee drop. Right to the square of the forehead. East Coast, West Coast here, John. Hide your wallets.
Where is Chocolate City anyway?
I don't know. Ruckus, that arm drag. Kick out by B-Boy. I have a feeling it's pretty close to Atlantic City.
Yeah, now Ruckus punishing the New Age Punisher. Choking him across that bottom rope.
Bryce Remsburg administering the count.
I mean, if B-Boy was to come out the world champion here tonight, would Sexy Eddie then challenge him for the World Heavyweight title?
Possibly.
Of course. Well, you can't trust Sexy Eddie.
What do you mean? Sexy Eddie has not even said what kind of gold he's going after. And Ruckus rolls through, stretches B-Boy. Got him like a reverse crossface. Sexy Eddie having words with Sabian at ringside.
B-Boy trying to get to that rope. B-Boy now powers out. Fighting back, gets to his feet.
B-Boy, the reversal. Ruckus, the sunset flip. Oh. Shining Wizard! Oh, I thought he was going to go for the Shining Wizard.
Oh, he just mushed him right in his face with that kick. Kicked him flush right up and square flat in his face.
I tell you, John, Ruckus better get up and avoid that Shining Wizard. And B-Boy now. Oh, look at that Shining Wizard. He's looking for it, John. Shining Wizard. No. Fireman's carry, roll over. The corkscrew. Standing corkscrew.
Ruckus picks up and look at that. Robbie Marino's had enough.
Ruckus driving that shoulder in. Roaring elbow. The CZW World Heavyweight Championship on the line. The Razzle Dazzle.
It's gold, baby.
Famouser. Oh, and Sabian just grabbed the rear end of Sexy Eddie. Would you like to comment on that?
He's the booty man. That's what he does. Does it better than anyone else.
Ruckus choking blatantly. The challenger.
The Ruckus is starting to get frustrated. Headbutt.
Ooh, look at the face. Look at the anguish on B-Boy's face. Forearm shot. And another. And a Ruckus. And B-Boy did his scouting.
Very well scouted there by B-Boy. B-Boy unable to follow up. Both champion and challenger down on that canvas. Best of the best just a few weeks away.
And we already know 4, John. We already know 4 of them.
12 more to be announced.
Well, and that's something else, John. The tournament has never been opened up to 16 competitors. Maven Bentley's doing a hell of a job, isn't he?
Maven Bentley.
He's done such a great job since he's gotten away from Blackout.
Ruckus, B-Boy now firing away with those heavy forearms. Ruckus goes right to the eyes. Stops the challenger right in his tracks.
Oh, and B-Boy with the Death Valley driver in the center of the ring. Sabian in the ring. What's he doing in there, John? With a neck breaker. What's Sabian doing in there?
I don't know. I think B-Boy pulled him in there.
Here comes Kingston. Drop toe hold.
Now where's Sexy Eddie?
On the floor. The facelift.
Sexy Eddie's supposed to be in there watching his back. He ain't doing anything. That's Ben always doing is watching.
He's in there now. Sexy Eddie being directed by B-Boy and the fans. That rolling Pescado and a Sexy Eddie and the junior heavyweight champion all around. Razzle Dazzle. Did he get the shining?
Yeah, he hit it.
Hooks the leg. And Robbie Marino pulls out Bryce Weisberg, and he knocked him out! He knocked him out!
Oh, he's broken down. Look, he took off the shirt. Robbie Marino had enough.
Wait a minute, Marino's putting on a ref shirt. Kingston and Sexy Eddie continuing where they left off. Oh, you gotta be shitting me! You gotta be shitting me!
Sorry to disappoint, you punk motherfuckers, but your winner and still CZW World Heavyweight Champion, Ruckus!
Yes!
Hit the music!
He has no authority to do that!
That's right.
Give it up, Eric. Still the World Heavyweight Champion.
He has no authority to do that! Shining Wizard! Shining Wizard!
What did Robbie Marino do to deserve that?
Oh, well, let me count the ways.
I'm waiting.
The fans want this match restarted. They want to see a legitimate winner, whether it's Ruckus or B-Boy. Let it be a legitimate winner.
Poor Robbie Marino. He needs medical attention.
Maybe B-Boy knocks some sense into him.
Get him, Ruckus.
The fans on their feet.
Shut the fuck up. I'm the motherfucking champ up in this piece. I'm hotter than a motherfucking sun up in this motherfucker. Hey, we ain't restarting shit. I just pinned them. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Go the fuck home. What? Take all your crack asses home. This match is fucking over.
Bryce Remsburg's yelling at.
I'm the greatest.
Not like that! We're restarting the match!
Oh, wait a minute! That's wrong, Eric.
Oh, and Ruckus jumps. B-Boy, that's wrong. It's right.
What is this, Philadelphia? The city of corruption.
Hey, leave our mayor out of this.
Ruckus not gonna punish B-Boy.
That B-Boy with a second lease on life in this one. B-Boy watches opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship slip through his fingers, but now he's got it back.
Oh, B-Boy now down. The champion down on his back. B-Boy fighting to get up.
B-Boy slapping that turnbuckle right there.
B-Boy gets a second chance.
B-Boy, Shining Wizard, no, leg sweep. Standing shooting star.
That's it, that's it.
The referee, Bryce Remsburg, isn't up. Ruckus, B-Boy, backslide, backslide.
Uh-oh.
Ruckus with another backslide, oh no.
Uh-oh.
You know what this is? B-Boy fighting out of it, Ruckus going for the blackout. Ruckus lost 2 members at ringside, John. Ruckus holding on here. And Ruckus just nails him. That combination, butterfly submission into an ace crusher.
Oh, Ruckus now going upstairs.
A leap of fate.
It's gotta be it. Hook that leg, Ruckus. Hook the leg.
Sexy Eddie standing in the aisleway watching.
The champion would have hooked that leg. B-Boy wouldn't have been able to throw it over that bottom rope.
Making sure no shenanigans happen.
What shenanigans? Please, that don't happen around here. I haven't seen any shenanigans in this match.
Ruckus throwing the chair recklessly, may I add.
Then why should he care?
Because, John, you don't want to. He could have thrown the chair, could have landed on B-Boy's eye, and could have poked his eye out.
Oh well.
Oh well.
B-Boy's trying to steal the World Heavyweight title.
Trying to win the World Heavyweight title.
All right, he's going to end it. He's going to end it the same way. Remember he did this to Sanjay.
Oh yeah.
Back in Cage of Death 5.
Yeah. And November, the Night of Infamy. The November 2003.
B-Boy with an exploder of his own. Well scouted there. He knew. B-Boy knew if Ruckus hit that, this match was over. Across those steel chairs.
B-Boy now seeing the chairs, seeing the weapons available, and I think he intends to use it. He's going to use them both.
Well, he might be going for that cross special brain buster.
Yep. Ruckus putting on the block, the World Heavyweight Champion now. Oh, the World Heavyweight Champion now. Back to where he started. Going for that Falcon Arrow.
Falcon Broken Arrow! That's it. Ruckus's legs over top of him. That's all Ruckus got to do is throw an arm over him.
Couldn't follow through. And B-Boy still.
I can't believe this.
Hanging on. Hanging on, John.
Ruckus just grab a chair right now, just wrap it right around his skull.
And Ruckus is frustrated. The World Heavyweight Champion is frustrated right now. Ruckus with a forearm shot. B-Boy with the reversal, boot downstairs. Oh, he went for this and that. In their Junior Heavyweight Championship matchup. He couldn't follow through, but he came so close after nailing this in their Junior Heavyweight Championship matchup, and no.
So close to seeing a new champion.
And that was the first match in which he ever used that move, that crisscross pile driver.
Both men down. Look at the champion. The champion's keeled over on that apron.
B-Boy with that, well, they was going for a backdrop driver, but instead turned it into a suplex. Couldn't get enough height for it to be a backdrop driver.
Ruckus looked like he tried to turn it around midair.
So he's going for it again. He nailed it! A backdrop driver. The same move he used to beat Super Dragon at Best of the Best 2. That's a quick move right there.
B-Boy now in control of this match. He's got to stay on top of the champ. He's got to get him in that ring. Keep him in there.
Oh, wait a minute. Sabian grabbed the leg. It's bullshit.
Your winner and still CZW World Heavyweight Champion, Ruckus.
Give it up. Give it up for
First off, I had no idea what you're talking about. Okay?
shot next month? You people want to see Eddie get a shot at my title next month? Well, fuck that. You ain't beat nobody to impress me. If you want to see me in the ring, you can go get yourself a tag partner or something, and maybe you can get in the ring, and the honor to get in the ring with me. Alright? But one-on-one for my strap, you ain't worth the motherfucking sweat.
The hood. Something you might nail it.
Hold on, it's not even necessary. You show up next month, bring what the fuck you want. I'ma fuck you up just because of that, bitch.